Hello and welcome to Double Trouble Podcast episode 11.
11. Let's go.
Indeed, in the English language series. And today, well, let's start off with a casual chat actually because it's been a while.
It has.
How's it been?
How's it been? Not much, honestly. Just COVID, hasn't gone away yet.
In fact, it's gone a lot worse.
Yeah, a lot worse in Japan. The emergency, how do you say it?
The declaration state emergency.
Yeah, so that has, been announced until like the end of May, I believe. And we can't do anything. All the restaurants close at like 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Yeah, as always.
So, we can't do anything during the night. We can't even stay at restaurants. So we have to stay home. And I've just been staying home, not doing much. How about you?
Well, it's difficult to generate more opportunities than last month, for example, because for about a 2-week period I was out in college, seeing you quite a bit as well, whatever. But yeah, how can we say it? I mean, is it just one of those that we just have to, persevere, taeru, as they like to say, gamma? Is it one of those periods? Because it feels like there's been a lot of those, right?
So I feel like it's just a matter of time. The vaccine, I really don't want to get into this because I'm pissed about the vaccine thing.
Just make it quick.
The vaccine is very late in coming into Japan. Most Americans have already taken the vaccine, other than the dumbasses that think that, the vaccine is like a, it's like a trick. But, Japan has been very late. I think the priorities are elderly people and then people who work in like those kinds of industries. How do you call it? Like those health industries.
Oh, okay.
And then
medical workers, maybe.
And medical workers, that's the word. And then we're up last, because we're young teenagers. Not teenagers anymore, but so we're very young. So we're very late. We're not gonna get the vaccine until like when? Summer, maybe.
Next summer.
Next
year summer.
Really?
Come on, you're hopeful that you're gonna get a vaccine this year?
Oh no. That's true. That was a dumb question.
Well, speaking of being hopeful though, I read it. I mean, that's great news.
God damn.
Tell me through. Talk me through.
Okay, so we have a Reddit basically. It's double trouble _GM, like all of the other.
Slash, don't forget those.
Yeah. And
community.
So basically, if you guys don't know how Reddit works, so to build a community, you need to get a certain amount of karma, which is like likes basically. So you have to be engaged in the application for a certain amount of time, and you have to get a certain amount of likes. And me and George, we're kind of competing, and we were like, okay, so let's compete. Who could get the most karma? And then we kept posting, and then I posted this random like thing. I screenshotted a Sidemen Reacts video saying that like, this is pretty interesting. This is really good editing. I really like the video.
It was Vic style in the office scene.
Yeah. It was really good editing, to be fair. And then I just said that, posted, slapped it on there, not thinking much. I slept. When I woke up, it had like 2,000 upvotes. I was like, whoa. And I think right now it's at 2.5 thousand upvotes. And the crazy thing is, George informed me about this in the Sidemen Reacts video. I was featured on there for like 2 seconds, but like, you gotta give it up.
Well, they say competing, but I'm just really grateful that he was enabled us to create the community. Well, we want all the memes. Well, it's difficult to create memes when we only have audio files, but from now on we're trying to make it face to face as much as possible. So hopefully there'll be it's not that we're going to create memes ourselves, it's the audience finding out the memes themselves.
Yeah, right? Like interacting with us.
Exactly.
So basically, if you guys are interested, or if you don't even have Reddit, we didn't even have Reddit before we did this. We made a Reddit, and we noticed, we just found ourselves like going on the app because it was like, this sounds like a Reddit like sponsor, but like it's a very interesting app. If you guys want to check out our Reddit, please go ahead and do so. Or some other things. Oh yeah, I think episode 9.
Yeah, we shooting the day after it was posted. Episode 9, yeah.
So episode 9 was like, it got a decent amount of views, and I'm
most viewed so far.
Yeah, 155 or something, and that's probably the reason why is probably because we showed our faces for the first time, and like, please let us know if you guys want us to just do audio and be like, shut the fuck up, you guys are ugly as fuck, and keep your faces off the internet. Just say that, please. If you want us to do face-to-face video, just tell us. And comments are very helpful. So
yeah, exactly, because likes and views, that says a lot as well, but what really tells us what we need to improve on it are the comments, right?
Yeah, and
maybe even hateful ones from time to time.
Yeah, dude, if you dislike, it's kind of I'm gonna be like, oh, you guys actually care enough to dislike something that we made, so I'm gonna be low-key happy. But if you guys leave a comment, that would be amazing. We have like 4 comments in total right now, but
2 of them are false.
Yeah. And what else? And if I was like in the audience's position, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna comment, like I'm gonna go out of my way and comment. So because it shows your name, we probably know them, so it's kind of like hard to comment. So please feel free to comment. That's what I'm trying to say.
How about the other social media websites? TikTok and Instagram. Is that doing fairly?
I mean,
the Instagram helped us out quite a bit yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
So I posted on my Instagram basically, saying that check this video out, and I said that on my main account, and then on the Double Trouble account, I just said it again, putting the link up and stuff. But I mean, I'm like slowly doing the social media thing, but the TikTok thing is not working, bro. It really isn't, because I have to post the shorts videos on there. And oh yeah, and thank you for thank you for doing those. And please check out the DTShorts. George is grinding on there. This shit is funny. And it's like 15 seconds, just funny clips. So
I mean, I wouldn't promise anything unbelievable, but slowly but surely it's reviving.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah.
There's some decent stuff out there for sure.
Yeah, of course. So anything else you want to shout out? Or,
shouting out.
I mean, do you want to talk about where we are? Like,
well, that's a good point actually.
Yeah. So where we are, it's just a park in somewhere in Tokyo. We just chose this place because
still in Tokyo, prefecture.
Yeah. So we just found. Fun fact, we noticed this, but in Japan, there's just like rarely any benches with like desks on them, like this one. And in America, you would see these like every 2 steps you take. So I'm like very surprised that there aren't any benches like these. It's kind of inconvenient.
So this is rarity, guys. This is what I mean. There's one over there, but it's all covered in mud and sand.
Yeah. Probably a homeless guy was sleeping on there, bro. Like, it was so dirty. Like, so, I mean, behind the scenes, we're trying to find some places where we can offer the best quality, the best aesthetic for you guys. So, we found a pretty good spot. Every now and then, a train's gonna pass by. So. That's gonna feel pretty Japan, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. And the other thing is that, if we were able to keep this up, then the next thing on the purchase list is a folding table. Instead of this, then we can do anywhere.
Yes.
I'm pretty serious about it. It's on the purchase list.
So, as you guys can probably tell, the video quality has increased quite a bit.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so we're using a Canon, video camera, and then we have a tripod, so that's working out. And we just need a desk so we could do it anywhere. And it's about the mic. The mic is a problem. We have to set it up, so having a table would be good, but it's gonna be kind of inconvenient because bringing it around everywhere on the train, we're gonna be like those 2 dudes with the fucking desk in our hands. It could work.
No, but the main thing is that we are improving on social media with equipment. Things are starting to get better here and there, right?
Gradually. It's a slow process, so trust the process. I mean, we're at 33 or something. Trust the process.
I think it's high time to get to our main topic.
All right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, boss?
What we're talking about, Chief. We decided to have a little chat on how to be a good student, good university student
Because we are.
online.
Yeah, we are good online students. Well, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I mean,
Is that something that you're proud of?
nothing. No. So, we noticed that we talked about online classes and living as a college student during the pandemic in Japanese, but we didn't talk about it in English. So we decided to talk about it this time. So, what do you want to start off with? Just online classes in general.
First of all, you never had offline classes also yet, have you? Still?
I had one. I had one class on campus. It was this like negotiation class.
Oh, yeah.
It was in English. It wasn't for my faculty, but it was very fun actually. So there was like I would say like 50 students in one classroom. We split into like 25, and then we just A team and then B team, and then we just negotiated on like oil pricing and like stuff like that. It was good to see people, honestly.
Exactly. So, would you say there's more Would you say there's more excitement and motivation when you're doing offline classes?
100%. You go to campus a lot, and I mean, compared to me,
Of course.
you go to campus a lot, and I feel like once you experience offline classes and face-to-face classes, online classes is kind of starts to get dumb, and the motivation starts to die off, and it's kind of hard, because I went to that one class and it was just hella fun meeting new people, like talking to people face to face. People can't turn off their camera, people can't turn off their mic, and it was just raw. You're right there in the moment, so it's so much better, so much, it felt, just better in general. So like online classes is just stressful, honestly.
Because even with the cameras on, when you go to a breakout room, somehow it's a lot more awkward than face-to-face, chatting environment, right?
Indeed. So, I bet a lot of people can relate to this, but, you go into a Zoom class, the professor says, all right, breakout rooms, and you're like, oh, fuck. And then you go to a breakout room with like three or four people, and then you're the only one with the camera on and with the mic on, and you're like, hey, and no one responds. It's dead silent. It's like 90% of the time, and it's just hella awkward, hella frustrating, and you can't do anything about it.
That's one thing, and the other thing is I found it quite difficult to concentrate. It's so difficult to be distracted on online classes, right? I mean, I was expecting some of that to happen even before I took online classes, but I just wasn't expecting how easy it is to get distracted. And the thing is, even when you're doing face-to-face, even when you're not focusing so much, you can look around, see how are the students doing, see if they're concentrated. You can see, the teacher's expression sometimes. You can just have little, fun and play your own game in your head.
Yeah,
right?
it's the small things, Like in online classes, like you have your phone in your hand, and like if you can turn your camera off, you're like free to do anything, honestly. Like me and my friends, like my friends are always at my house, and then like we're taking online classes, and then like we're just playing 2K. Like we're just playing 2K on the TV, and we're just like playing 1v1. So it's just
you okay saying this?
I mean, it should be fine. I mean, who doesn't? Like, so it's just that online classes, it's really hard to concentrate. But I feel like it's something that we all don't want to do. But I feel like professors should force us in every class to turn on our cameras. I mean, I sound like a kiss ass, like, but I mean, it is gonna get us more motivated, more concentrated in the class. So, don't you agree?
Yeah, that's definitely true. But would you like to also give some credit in? I don't know, because when you see debates, well, again, this is some Japanese YouTube. It's one of those niche communities. If you're part of 2chan or something. quite toxic, right? But when you go to the comment section there, you always say, "Oh, online classes are much better because
Exactly.
you have to wake up 5 minutes before the class, and people that want to go to the campus are people just want to lose their virginity and stuff." And the thing is, there's so much I want to argue with it, but I find it difficult to bring up what to argue against, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, like when it actually becomes like a one-on-one debate, I feel like I'm not going to be able to just say as much, because they're probably going to say, like you said, 5 minutes before class you can wake up, you can, homework is a lot easier, tests are a lot easier because you can talk with friends and stuff like that. But like overall, like in high school as well, as we're college students, looking back at high school, we dreaded tests, we dreaded homework, but looking back at it, because we had those like struggles, the fun times with friends stand out. And bro, I'm spitting facts right now, because right now in college all we have is like staying home, calling friends during tests, and then doing homework with friends. That's all we're doing. So it's just, I don't know, like having bad experiences and having like the struggle like is gonna become a really good a memory. It's gonna become a really good memory in like 5 years, 3 years even. So I feel like we should go to campus, to make friends, to bond, and we only have one shot at this fucking 4-year university thing, so we wasted 1 year already. So we can't do anything about it, but that's
do you feel like you've wasted your life quite a bit? Do you get that sense from time to time?
Yeah, time to time, yeah. No, not my life, but it's just that my college life, there's only 4 years to college. A lot of people say that these 4 years are like the best 4 years, because you can, because you're finally free from your parents. You can finally do whatever you want, work, like study, and then hang out with friends. That's like the 3 things you have to do. So I was hoping to do that coming to Tokyo, but it's just gone now. 1 year out of 4. It's probably gonna be 2 years, but it's just how it is. So like I said in the Japanese one, I feel like the year above us, or anyone above us, is gonna say that online classes are better because they've been to campus for a year before. They've experienced going to class. They already have made friends in that year span. And for us, we got in last year, so we haven't been to campus officially properly, and we haven't made friends properly. So it's just that we started on a really bad note, basically.
But do you feel we are the most unfortunate year out of modern times, even?
I would say I don't want to like sob about it, but I feel like it kind of is, because okay, so the 4 years above us, like people who are 4 years older, didn't have their college, graduation, like university graduation. They're like really struggling to find a job. So I feel like our age group and the 4 years above us age group is really like struggling. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, feel bad for us, because everyone is everyone is struggling here, and especially small businesses are like really struggling. Have you heard that izakaya, they're not selling any alcohol right now?
Well, I thought they were able to sell up until 6 or 7.
No, so
at all?
At all. So I don't know if it's in certain prefectures, but I'm pretty sure in Tokyo right now, in izakaya, which is like a restaurant that sells mainly alcohol.
Check out weird Japanese businesses.
Yeah.
Episode 8.
So in izakaya, it's mainly focused on drinking alcohol and eating with friends. But in izakaya right now, because of the virus, they're like, this is Japan's logic. Okay, hear me out. Japan's government says we shouldn't give people alcohol because that creates more talking and conversation,
Mhm.
and that's gonna spread the virus. That's their logic, which
Mm.
I think is very dumb. But I feel like the screens are very dumb. So like in izakaya, there's a lot of screens, clear screens,
Plastic sheets.
plastic sheets, and there's like people next to you, like both sides, and you're chatting with your friend, and they have a screen right here. Okay, so if we're talking, there's gonna be a screen right here, and I don't get the point of that, because we came to that restaurant together without a screen. So what's the difference? Like we were already hanging out without we were wearing a mask, but we were already hanging out. So I mean, what's the screen gonna do? I feel like the screen should be on this side. Don't you think? That's what I always thought. I thought this screen is unnecessary. This screen should be more, prioritized. So.
Well, there's a lot of things that hasn't made sense. This is something I've been thinking about for maybe the last 2 weeks or so. It's just that I don't want to call Japan first world country anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah,
Do you get the
agree.
feeling?
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Because I got my grandmother living in the UK.
Mhm.
She's half German. We talked about that when we check out episode 2. Actually.
You remember everything. God damn.
I got a database up here. And she's been vaccinated twice. So
Twice,
she's
okay.
done the whole shebang.
Dang. Okay.
Mhm.
Good.
And she'll be able to go wherever basically soon enough.
Mm.
And she says she feels protected, she feels safe. And again, this is nothing to do with her, but maybe 2 days ago there was a FA Cup final between Chelsea and Leicester, Wembley. There were 20,000 spectators.
Uh-huh.
Graham has-
20,000.
Yeah, exactly. So it's opening up here, gradually, and most people have been vaccinated twice, the whole shebang, right? It's the same case as my uncle as well.
Mm.
But what I read on the Guardian maybe 3 or 4 days ago says Japanese people being vaccinated 3%. Just 3% of the population. will be
3%.
Exactly.
This
Right.
is just a sliver, huh?
Mm.
Oh my god.
And this is someone who lives close to where my father lives. She's maybe 94, 95 years old.
Mm.
And so my father asked this, person who's a friend of his,
Mm.
she must have been vaccinated by now, and he said, no, not yet. And it's also pretty ridiculous that you are the one who books for the vaccine, because in the UK and US the government phones you and say, oh, we got this day open just
That's
for
a good
you.
point. Yeah.
But it's up to you to do the whole thing when
Shebang.
exactly. So the whole responsibility has been thrown onto us until you're the one.
That's true.
You're the one who's got to do the, everything. And if you don't, then you're just silly. But no, it's not our responsibility the whole time. Thank you very much.
That is true. That's a very good point.
So it's not just how they handle it, but with the whole process of vaccination, it's been a real fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't have the guts, or I'm not proud enough to say Japan is the first world country at this moment.
That's a very good point. That's a strong argument, I would say. I mean, my friends in the U.S., they live in California. They're the same age as us, and they've already got the vaccine twice. They're good to go. They got the whole shabam, and they're just chilling. And I was like, I really want to go to America this year, and he was like, that's gonna be pretty hard because Japan's really falling behind in the vaccine process, and like he was talking about, I haven't heard like COVID a lot recently, because in the US they've been vaccinated, they've been taking the necessary procedures. I mean, they're forced to do so I mean, of course that happens. And it's just like my friends were kind of laughing at me. Like they're like, Japan's that slow? Like Japan's too slow to the point where the US is probably not going to let you in. So I was just like, okay, that is true. So it's probably going to be like next year.
So I don't want to sort of shit on Japan and everything,
Let's shit on Japan.
but I just don't like when people say, Japan is so wonderful and so mysterious, and and also at the same time it's a high-tech wonderland. I just don't like it. It gets to me, man.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
agree.
reality is, it ain't that.
It really isn't. So, a lot of people, like we said this in another episode, but we said that, a lot of foreigners love Japan because it's high tech. A lot of car brands are from here. Anime,
Camera.
kawaii, yeah, camera, and stuff like that. But the reality is that Japan's government just looks at America, see how they're doing, copies them with a really big delay. And like for the vaccine, that's the biggest example. They look at how America is doing, look at the results, and they're like, okay, let's finally do the vaccine thing. Like almost like like 6 months late. So I'm just like, they can't be independent. So Japan's just very, very delayed, just slow at every single thing that they do.
Did your mates in California get the phone call from the government, not the other way around?
I'm pretty sure they got like an email or something. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think what you said is true. So Japan, it's your responsibility to go get the vaccine, but in other countries, you're forced to do so, like it should be.
And the other problem with booking yourselves is that it always crashes the internet. Because that's what happened. Maybe even 2 weeks ago, they say, in Yokohama City, right, we're going to solve this booking process. Please, get your hands on it. And then 5 minutes in, it's crashed. The whole thing's gone. What the hell,
Sounds like a university fucking website. It's crashing all the time. I mean, it's just very, very dumb. I mean, we could rant about this all day, but
no, I think we can go a little bit more. Yeah, I think we can. No, but also what's so typical about it is that in Japan, the websites, the more important they are, the older they are. You know what I mean?
damn.
They're like made in 2004
You are
and stuff.
spitting facts right now. Yeah, exactly. So the more important, this is the equation, more important, the more old it is. I mean, dude, like, high tech my ass on
It looks like it's made out of like a spreadsheet from Excel, in 2002.
Like, the other issue is Japan's government, it's just a bunch of old people. It's just a bunch of old people arguing about, they're just so late, like, that's why it's 少子高齢化.
A lot of old people, not a lot of young people.
Basically, that's what's happening in Japan constantly, and the government, like 90%, right, is like just old people. So it's just, if you watch TV, like, it's just like 10 old people arguing against each other, and it's just like really sad to watch, because they don't understand like what's going on in the world. They're just like, I love Japan, I love our country. They don't look at, and like they have such a narrow view of the world, so they're just late, and we're just shitting on Japan right now.
It's good to be real from time to time. Do you want to move on to something else?
I mean, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about how there's a lot of people that don't believe the vaccine is real and the government is trying to control you.
I thought you wanted to move on from something controversial.
And
this is even worse.
Okay, so if you go to Shinjuku or Shibuya or any of like the big cities in Tokyo or big places in Tokyo, there's gonna be some people with big signs saying that COVID is a fraud, is fake, it's a hoax, and the vaccine is not real. And a lot of people say that. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty real. I'm suffering from it. I'm saying it's real.
Oh god, like it's just funny. Like, I go up to them, I'm like on Snapchat, I just like zoom into their faces, I'm like, look at these people. It's just so like even, okay, this is a lot of people's arguments. If you think COVID is fake, what's the big issue for you to just wear a mask, a piece of fabric on your face? If the doctors are wrong, you just wore a fabric on your face. If the doctors are right, they just saved your ass. They just saved your life. Like the ratio, they don't understand like the balance. It's just you just wear a mask in quarantine. Like the people that are like protesting, I guess, are like fucking 50 or 60, and they're like they don't have any understanding of the world. So I just feel so disappointed. I'm like, oh,
Created quite a lot of enemies there.
I don't care. I mean, if there are people who disagree, comment. Please comment and tell us how you feel. We'll consider. Not really. So.
I think one of the reasons why they do it, well, certainly from my perspective, is that they get the sort of like a superiority feeling that they're not getting brainwashed by all the information that's being trickled down from mass media, right? They get the feeling that, oh, I'm not brainwashed. I'm the one who thinks independently and thinks correct. And
everyone wants to be the. Oh, I'm the guy that started this whole thing. It was me that said that COVID was fake. What did I say? They all want to be that guy. So I mean, everyone right now, 2021, they're all trying to be right. They're all trying to be PC. They're not trying to be PC, but like they're all trying to be. This kind of like goes into another talk about cancel culture, but I'm not gonna go into that yet.
Okay.
But just a lot of people that if you go to Shinjuku, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of people that are protesting, and a lot of what I don't get is a lot of police officers are like guarding them. They're like standing like that, like guarding them, which I don't get. Like freedom of speech or something.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why? You really don't want to get into that.
There's not, I don't mind getting into it at all. It's just that I haven't really seen these people.
Really?
No, not really.
I've seen it like all the time. So it's just very dumb, and it just grinds my gears,
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't really witnessed that much of it. But yeah, freedom of speech, that's part of the Japanese.
And everyone is right. Fuck's sake, bro. I hate 2021. we thought 2020 was the worst year, but
for me it's been worse. 2020 has been worse. Well, I'm really enjoying this process. The first 3 months of university life, especially, I didn't get out like legit.
legit. Yeah.
I just took too many classes. I underestimated quite a bit. How do you say? Is it again responsibility of yourself that you get out and about quite a bit and do exercise, or is it understandable that sort of go into your shell and feel sorry for yourself?
Sorry for yourself. I mean, we all feel sorry for ourselves. Let's be honest. Everyone wants to say like we just said that our age group is like the most like has had the most toll in college, and not in the whole society base, but like in college life. I think freshmen's we're sophomores now, but freshmen's and seniors had the biggest effect. But I feel like it's just something that you have to deal with. Like exercising and getting out of your house, it's your responsibility. So I've been trying to do that, but hasn't been working out, honestly. Like going out and being motivated, like motivation is like the biggest issue right now, don't you think? Like getting motivated during these times is very difficult. So it's just that, I mean, I love exercising, as you probably know, but it's going outside when you're just laying on your bed watching YouTube. It's just very hard to do that.
Could you give me some tips? Let's just say, I've got 10 minutes between one class to the next. I've got 10 minutes. I want to do a quick workout. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Push-ups.
Okay.
I love me some push-ups. So, my friend bought me, Takemi actually. Shout out Takemi. he bought me dumbbells, like 20 kilo dumbbells that you can like
Big man thing.
you can like put together, like take off, and you can like adjust the weight. And he got me a really good one, so I love you, bro. So you could like use it. It's very useful, and I use that quite often. So getting dumbbells, getting like a yoga mat, getting equipment can be like pretty motivational.
Ooh.
It like kind of pushes you. You're like, oh, I spent money on that. I better fucking use it. So it's kind of that, bug. It's kind of that sort of thing. So just not having anything is kind of hard. But lately, my friends have been like staying over at my house, and we've just been constantly playing soccer. Yeah. So I got some techers now. I could do a little bit of some skills, but I'm not that good.
Really? Is it like just one-on-one basically?
Like one-on-one, but we have one ball, and we just do like keepy ups, juggling, and just one-on-one dribbling. There's so many bugs, and just going out. And we found this like really big field with a goal, so we just go there often, shoot some goals, and it's pretty fun playing soccer.
Yeah, it's always good to have somebody around. That's true.
Really, yeah.
But on your own, and when you got like a little spare time, the best thing to do is do push-ups. Then.
I mean,
you even say maybe 20 push-ups a day. That makes a lot of difference.
It just it doesn't matter how much. Okay, so if you can't do a single push-up, just keep doing the girl push-ups. Let's say 10 times a day, and then you do it for a week, and then next week you're gonna get stronger. So let's do 15 a week, 15 a day, and then 20, and then 30. Once you get to 30, you try doing one normal push-up, and then if you can do one, you do one normal push-up. Let's say one push-up and then a set of 10. So in total you do 10, but you just do one each. You don't. It doesn't matter. Like, just adjust to what you can do. If you can do 30, do 30 then. If you can do 50, then do 50 sets of 3. Like, it's just, it just matters. Like, just adjust to what you can do and adapt.
Consistency is the key, right?
Consistency is the key. Just like uploading.
Exactly.
We gotta work on that.
No, so far it's been so
far so good.
Exactly. Yeah. Back to university scheduling. I think we still got a little bit more time. We're on 40 minutes at the moment.
Okay, not too bad. Online classes. What do you want to talk about? Like, it's just not many things to talk about because it's just very simple. Wake up at a 9 a.m. class, 8:55 the time I wake up with my bed head. I just wake up in my pajama, and I'm like, oh, I'm so groggy.
Groggy is the word, yeah.
And take class for 90 minutes, and
that's another thing as well, actually. That's a good point.
What?
It's 100 minutes.
It's not 100 minutes, yeah. Sorry.
But in the US, it's normally 60, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I have to...
Well, for Harvard example, that is basically 60.
That is... Wait, they only have 60 minutes?
Yeah.
That's like high school.
Oh, that's enough, isn't it? What do you think?
That is enough, huh? What?
Because
I'm not happy about that.
Because you mentioned a good point, actually, because isn't there a lot of time thinking we can really shrunk this to 60 minutes, or somehow it's just being elongated, like far too much. It's been just stretched. So when I do my Spanish classes, for example,
Español,
it feels like we're doing work that we can do pair work, for example, in 3 minutes, but yet we're still doing it in 10 minutes, and after we do it for 3 minutes, we just haven't got anything to do for 7 minutes, and we say, how are we doing? And then that takes about 2 minutes, and then awkward silence for the rest of it, right? That happens quite a lot to me.
Yeah, that's true.
A good point,
so you do 2 minutes, you could do it in 2 minutes, but the professor gives you 5 minutes, and he's like, oh, talk about anything you want, and then it's just a waste of time, basically. So that is true. You could shrink it to 60 minutes, not 100 fucking minutes.
Because in our university's case, I mean, 90 minutes is long enough, but they extended to 100 back in 2019.
Dude,
right?
we can't even so we can't focus in online classes, and they extended the classes. Like what the hell? Where's the logic in that? We can't focus in normal classes. We can't focus especially in online classes. So they're like, oh, let's extend online classes, and I don't know, man. It's just, I don't get it. It's just.
So if somebody's considering where they're coming, let's just say someone has a opportunity to go to a UK or US university instead of Japanese, just go for the UK US option.
Honestly, if you could speak English, going to a Japanese university is advantageous, but
in what sense?
I mean, in Japan, if you could speak English, you're up there, right? Wouldn't you say? I mean, I'm really dumb, but
skeptical.
Since I can do a fair amount of English, I went to this decent school, right?
Jackson University.
Yeah, Jackson University. So in the States, I wouldn't be able to go to that level of university.
Oh, okay.
I would say. So if you can do English, classes are going to be very dumb, but I recommend Japanese.
No, please don't.
No.
Don't
Japan,
listen to it.
No.
Go to UK University all the time.
If you hate Japanese government, I'm sorry, but you can go to the States or the UK. But it is more advantageous.
No, it isn't.
No,
go to UK US University.
Why is that then?
It's just better.
Better.
Oh.
No. I mean, it is a lot more fun. They're vaccinated. The government's smarter. But it is looking in the long run, isn't it more? You're not entertained.
I think this is something that we can argue until the cows come home.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? 100-minute classes. So do you think 100-minute classes is gonna be continuous? Is it even if we go to offline, face to face, is it gonna be 100?
It was 100 for me. Yeah. Because I had this 2-week period which I was fortunate enough to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the time it's 100.
100 minutes is so long. An hour and 40?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so long if you think about it. Dude, oh my god, we should do a podcast for 100 minutes. That'd be tough.
But yeah, when we get, proper guests, you could say, it'll come soon enough, don't?
Yeah. If you guys should really comment, if you guys want to be featured, we're a very small, very, very small YouTube channel, so if you guys want to be featured, just DM us, say it in the comments. We're 100% going to reply, so if you guys, we gotta have some features, honestly.
Exactly. The good thing about us right now is that if you have any preferences, we're gonna listen.
Yeah.
Because if, let's say we turn into 5 million subscribed channel, only the really, really good comments will be incorporated, right? But right now, any comments, we'll listen to it. All the preferences, we'll make sure it happens just for you,
Yes, sir. So you can control, basically. You can control what we do, basically. I mean, if I were you guys, I would be like, do this, do that. But you guys can comment anything. Online classes. Do you have anything else to say?
Don't know. Maybe it's a good time to wrap it up. What do you say?
I mean, so we kind of promoted our social media in the beginning, but
it's good. It's a good chat, I think. Positive chat.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Oh God, Reddit. Is that the 4 we have?
DTShorts as well.
And DTShorts. All the social media is all lowercase _GM, and please follow us there for updates, and please subscribe, comment, and like this video if you enjoyed.
Yep. Thank you for your attention, for your long attention span. If you have made it this far, to then take care
and peace.